Hello, we're going to do some gameplay video here of Hero in the Castle of Doom. It's our Fortnight challenge or one of the games in our Fortnight challenge for Arcade Hangout. It's kind of an interesting game. It's a conversion, I believe, for Donkey Kong. So you take your 3-year-old Donkey Kong board that maybe isn't performing so well and swap in some ROMs and a daughter card, and you end up with a much crappier game, pretty much. It's yeah, it's very heavily pattern based, and you'll see that as I'm starting to play through here. May take me a couple of games to get to. I'd like to at least finish the first round of levels, so it may take me a couple of games to get through all of these levels and show you what the game has to offer, at least for one round. And yeah, so yeah, we'll just see what I think of as we're playing here. All right, load up some credits. Oh yeah, so I am playing in MAME. I do actually have a dedicated setup for this, but it's way too cold in the garage, and all the games are kind of shut down right now. So yeah, let's give it a try in the old PC. I'm also playing with a keyboard. I was playing with my fight stick, but that is an 8-way stick, of course. And this is definitely a very persnickety game about cornering. So it's really easy to get caught up on the corners if you're playing with an 8-way stick. Just like Donkey Kong, really. Interesting little trick here. The fireballs, they can't touch each other, and they have a pretty good range that they can't there for their collision. So there's a bonus. Pretty much decided that the bonuses are only worth grabbing if they're pretty much directly in your path. Better to finish with time. So the arrows, the way the arrows work is they're like booby traps. So you step on the floor in a certain spot, and an arrow comes at you, and the arrows will continue coming at you every single time you touch that spot. I think you can only have 2 arrows on the screen at a time. Ooh, that was risky. Oh boy. Not worth it for that bone, but we survived. Halfway there. And I do find myself cornering this like Pac-Man, where you take the corners, you're already turning the direction that you want to go for the corner before you actually get there. Stay cool. That bone is definitely not worth it with all those guys right there. Just one to go. And now we have 3 fireballs on this level. One of them should go away, yeah, see, like that. They don't usually surround you with all 3. I don't know exactly how that works, but generally speaking, they don't. So it also plays like Burger Time insofar as the fireballs constantly chase after you. So they'll take what they think is the most direct path to you. Oh yeah, so the arrows will collect. Here's the last level. The arrows will fire randomly from either the left or right hand side of the screen. And, oh, geez. And they seem to have variable speed. So sometimes you'll get them and they go super fast, sometimes slower. So I don't know where those guys are, so it's super dangerous to go over there right now. It's really hard to backtrack with the arrows coming at you. Like right here is tricky too. Screwed. Actually, I should have stayed in that corner because they wouldn't have gotten me because they would have bounced off of each other. Dang it. Well, I think I might be able to get that guy. I know there's going to be a booby trap though. There we go. I'm running out of time. So I just gotta make a run for it down here. So here, I'm gonna lose. You have to go so far down that last little hallway there that if the arrow comes out of the right-hand side of the screen, I don't think, unless it's going really slow, I don't think you have enough time to turn around. I have not successfully been able to do that. That sucks. Alright, well, that's the first game. Really like to at least show you finishing the game. What that looks like. Oh. No bonus for me. So you can see there that you actually run exactly the same speed as the fireballs. On this level. Next round, it's a different story. Freestyle. Stay cool. part of the reason why the pattern that I have is the way that I do it is because, especially with the arrows, if you go different routes, you'll die. You just the arrows will kill you. Dang it, I ended with two guys down here. Whoop, maybe not. Sweet. That was almost perfectly ideal. It looks like those two guys down there are trapped, which I'm gonna hopefully exploit here. Dang it. So I'd say, like, even there, like, if the arrows come at you from the right-hand side, you've only got a split second to turn around. So that super long hallway on the last level, well, a little close. I don't. You're running down the hallway for a while, and there is only one route to it. So I don't know if it's something where you can't get away. Dang it. So really what I should be doing is I should be being careful and saving up my lives for that last level to deal with the arrows if they don't go my way. Nope. That bone is not worth it. Actually, probably would have survived if I'd gone for it, because then I could have tricked the fireball. I can't get that bone because there's a booby trap there for one of the arrows, so if I go try and get it, I will die. Dang it. Ugh. Those are the frustrating parts of this game, is that, like, like I said, I do have a chance. I could have gotten away from those, but the arrows you can't escape. Sometimes they're just hauling serious butt, too. So a little jog I did there a second ago, the back and forth, was to make sure the guy went down instead of up. Why can't they all fly that fast? It's funny, on the title screen they show the guy working on basically the last level, but there's no arrows. So he's just wandering around all willy-nilly like, no, 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 no. Totally the wrong way. I don't know if I can go back to get that thing or not. Not that way. Ooh. Burned a lot of time doing that, but... exactly as fast as the fireballs. Stupid arrows. Of course he decides to come out that time. Whew. Alright, let's see if we can finish this. Really comes down to, again, those last arrows. Fuck, actually did that perfectly and then fell asleep. So you can definitely still die in here because sometimes you get insanely fast arrows, but generally speaking, once you get here, you're good. And I always wait for, there's usually 2 fireballs down here, and it's just worth it because if you get trapped down there, it sucks. And here we are at the end of the level. Alright, so 211, there's 1. Ooh. There you go, 283,000. That was actually pretty low scoring first round. So here, fireballs are a lot faster. So you have to use, you have to use the ladders to stay away from them. And I don't have a lot of practice with this. So that was actually a really low scoring finishing of the first level with 292. That's the first time I've done it where I haven't cleared 300,000 finishing the first round. But there you go. Well, there you go, 338. Actually, I think that might be a personal best.